So record too easy. What is up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today was leg day, just got back from the gym, and now I want to show you guys how I make my post-workout meal. In this case, it's going to be protein pancakes from the Kojak cakes, and this is the power cake buttermilk flavor. So just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to make a post-workout meal. In this case, something that a lot of people love is pancakes, and I certainly love my pancakes. The problem with regular pancakes is, as you know, it's full fat. It's not really that healthy, especially if you slather it with a lot of syrup. I have this Mrs. Butterworth's sugar-free. Doesn't have a lot of calories. It's like 10 calories for 2 tablespoons of this. So in this recipe, I put in like 4 tablespoons. I don't count sometimes, so I just put whatever until I'm satisfied, and it could be a little bit more, it could be a little less, but overall the calorie intake's not that much, so I don't mind putting a lot of syrup with this. And personally, I think you will need something sweet, because aside from the fruits that are going to be in this recipe, it might not be enough for you. Now, if you guys want it plain the way it is, that's fine too. Whatever floats your boat. But in my case, I have a sweet tooth, so I love sweet things. So this recipe will probably yield about 3 flapjacks or pancakes, whatever you call it, wherever you're from, and quite a bunch of protein. I think with the protein I'll be using, this one right here, this is from BPN, Bear Performance Nutrition. So Nick Bear, he's a YouTuber. This is his company and his supplement line. So shout out to Nick Bear. I doubt he's watching this, but if you guys know him, thank him for me. This is about really good protein, 25 grams per scoop. So I only put 1 scoop in this recipe. And I like the flavors. That case, that's the cinnamon. So it really depends on the protein that you use also. You don't need to. This has already plenty. For half a cup, it yields 14 grams of protein for this, and I usually put 1 cup worth. So do the math, that's 28 plus the 25. That's about 53, right? So 53 grams of protein per meal, or in this recipe. So, and they're pancakes. I mean, like I said, who doesn't like pancakes? So real easy. I'll show you guys real quick. I got my trusty Ninja. You don't really need this. I just think it blends a lot better with a Ninja or any type of blender. So yeah, it's real easy recipe. I'll show you guys in a second here how I do this. Okay, first I'm going to start off some cold water. Fill it up to about that point right there. That's just to dilute the protein powder. Let's go ahead and put 1 scoop. This whey protein, again, cinnamon roll from Bear Nutrition. Okay, it's about 25 grams right there, protein. Next up, Kojak cakes, power cakes. You can, like I said, have any flavor you want. They have dark chocolate, blueberry. For this, I'm just using buttermilk. I'll do about 1 cup. I like using the quarter cup scooper. Makes it easier, in my opinion. So obviously 1 cup will be 4 of those. 3, 4. Right, it's a lot of powder. Next, we're gonna add a little bit more water. Oops, casualty right there. Okay, and then a little bit of potassium, 1 ripe banana. This adds more carbs to it too, but not too worried about it. Sugar. Let's break it into pieces like so. Boom. This would be pretty thick. It's already almost to the top. Obviously, make sure your hands are clean before doing this. Blade goes in like so. Now there will be a chance that this might be too thick, so after I blend it, I'll adjust by adding water, but I add the water last if I need to. Do it a lot first because I don't want to be too runny, but whatever floats your boat. If you guys want it runny, you'll just take, it won't be as thick. Speaking of thick, typically I would also sometimes use baking soda, or no, baking powder to let's use baking powder. Make that rise a little bit. So this is the Clabber Girl baking powder. I only put a half a teaspoon, don't need a lot. Something like that. And you can actually add vanilla if you want, vanilla extract, but I'm not going to, don't need to. It's already good as it is. Alright, shake it a little bit so that don't get stuck in the blender. Slop powder. Alright, cool. Should be good. Alright, let's blend this bad boy. Okay, just put it in blend. Tap it, make sure all the residue and whatnot is falling to the bottom. Screw carefully and screw this. Okay, see that? It's a little hiss from the air bubbles. Perfect. That's just right. It's not too thick, not too runny. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this in the skillet and chow down. Okay, now I like using these omelet pans. They just have the right circumference size for the pancakes. And being that this is an electric stove, I purposefully bought this type. It's a induction type pan. You don't need to, but I just like that it's meant for this, and it heats it faster. And this type of pan has this little groove here, this little indentation, so that it's easier to pour anything, you know. But I don't really, this is just a gimmick. But really, I think it heats faster when you use an induction pan. But any pan will work as long as it's non-stick, because I won't be using a lot of oil here. But I will spray some oil in this. And the type of oil I use is this one by Chosen Foods, not the Pam. This is the avocado. It's 100% pure avocado spray. Yeah, see, ingredients, avocado oil. So healthier, got some healthy fats, but not so much because it's a spray. I will spray every single one, so yeah, try and get these. And there's actually after you shake it, there's actually a thing that I didn't realize, because I'm so used to the PAM spray buttons. If I hit the button, it sprays it, right? But when I first got these, I hit the back here, and all it does is squirted out the oil. So that's a lot of oil. I didn't realize you have to use your entire finger, or at least up to the top here, to spray it better like this. See, just spray it real quick. That's about a quarter of a teaspoon, I don't know, but just enough to grease the pan. So I have the heat in 6 right now. This is just to heat up the pan, but then I will lower that as each flapjack goes by, because it's still hot, so I don't want to burn it. I'd rather wait a little bit longer to cook thoroughly and not burn the pancakes. But that's about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So yeah, there that is. Should be hot right now. Do the first pour. First pour usually will not be the best, but let's see if I get lucky here. Hear the sizzle. Right there. Got me a spatula. I'm kind of like almost a germaphobe. I don't like my kitchen to be too dirty when I'm cooking. There's some moments where that's unavoidable, obviously, but if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. And to be honest with you, that's actually a little bit too runny for my taste. It's fine, but I would have made it a little bit thicker. Again, like I said, whatever floats your boat, whatever's you guys the type of texture and consistency, it's all the same. In the end, it'll all come down to your belly, and the important thing here is the macros, the calories. So who cares what it looks like, unless you're trying to impress that girl or guy. Obviously, like with any pancake, just look for the bubbles before you flip it. You see the dry up in the edge here a little bit, and that's when you flip it. Like I said, 2 to 3 minutes depending on your stove and the temperature you set it, but that's about the range right there. And after this pancake, I'm gonna lower the heat so that we don't burn all the rest. So I'm going to flip this, and you'll see what I mean. It's not an even golden brown because it's the first one. And like I said, it's too runny, so boom, made a little mess there, but it's all good. While you're waiting, you can always clean your area, wash your dishes, read a book, whatever. Just keep on moving even when you're cooking, burn some extra 1 or 2 calories. Why not just do that. All right, okay, so I lowered my heat to 4 because it is burning now. Part of it's because it's too thin, but that's why I say the first one will be your test in a way. Put that in the bottom so no one sees that. Like I said, it's just me, so I don't really care. And a little crunch is not too bad. Spray again, real quick. Do the next one. This should be a lot better. Oops, spilling. You can hear the sizzle because it's still too hot, but I will die down a little bit later on. Now while that's cooking, I like to go ahead and put this one so it doesn't dry with syrup. It's about 1 tablespoon, but 1.5. It's fine. Wait for the bubbles, and then we'll flip, and then stack it, rinse and repeat. Okay, let's check the edge. Okay, looks a lot better now. Flip, boom. Kind of the same color, but it's a little bit more even. And we'll just keep doing that to the next one until it's all done. So see you guys in a second. I'm going to keep flipping these. Put some syrup, and then I will chow down. So see you guys in a second. Alright guys, look at that. See? So this consistency, this thickness yielded 5 pancakes. Put about 6 tablespoons of syrup. And yeah, I will actually eat this all in one sitting, but ain't nothing if you don't taste it first, right? So take my first bite here. Some syrup. Oop. Casualty. Look at that. See that? Yummy. Cooked just right. Golden brown on the outside. Cooked right on the inside. 5 layers of goodness. Alright, here we go. Good stuff. See that? Do another bite. It's already a quarter done. Too easy. Anyway, so let's go over the numbers, shall we? Alright, so 5 pancakes. This one is about 365 calories, 54 grams of protein, 111 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fiber though, and only 4.4 grams of fat. As you can see, you know, this may seem like a lot. It's definitely got a lot of carbs, but keep in mind that this is most effective in the daytime, either before you go to work or just after you wake up, but especially more effective when you have it either pre-workout or post-workout. If you have this as a pre-workout, I advise that you eat this at least an hour to an hour and a half before you work out. Depending on your body, you might digest it real fast. Mine, it takes a little bit longer. It takes about an hour and a half, especially with all these carbs in here. But today was the first day I'm testing this new technique of, well, it's not really new, but for me it's new, is not doing a pre-workout meal before I go to the gym. Like I said earlier, I just got back from the gym doing legs, and I'm just gonna chow down on that after, and see how my body reacts to it and how much weight and fat that I'll end up losing. Now, a lot of you may say, okay, that's high carb. It is for one meal. That's a lot. But for me, with my goal, all I need was about 300 some grams of carbs, about almost 400 grams of carbs to lose weight. That's not a lot, really. But the way I eat is I still do the mentality of eat like a king in the breakfast, then a queen, and then poor man, or whatever, however that goes. I'm sure you guys can comment below on that theory. But I wanted to eat the most calories, or the most carbs in this case, in the beginning of the day, and then slowly taper down to the end, and before I go to bed. But yeah, technically, yeah, as a meal, 111 grams of carbs is a lot. But if you're working out like I am, lifting hard, working out hard, you need those carbs to replenish your glycogen stores if you are eating after a workout, or if you want to eat this before, it'll give you some energy. Earlier I said, I'm trying where I don't eat anything, empty stomach workout and cardio, and my only means of fuel is my pre-workout. Actually, the workout itself didn't really falter because I did it that way, and I think it's much more rewarding to eat this kind of a meal after I work out. I'll give it a week or so and see how my body feels. Right now, I feel better doing it this way, as opposed to waiting for it to digest in the morning or before I work out. And with my schedule and work and all that stuff, and I work out in the morning before work, I have no time to digest my food. So I rather use that time in the gym than while waiting for it to digest. So far so good. Damn, that's good pancake, man. I'll do another bite. Yeah, don't worry about the syrup. Sugar free. Put 6 tablespoons in there because I like sweet stuff, but I'm not gonna get hurt by that. It's not a lot of sweets, and you don't really have to put the bananas if you don't want to. That will knock out about 24 grams of carbs, and you obviously don't have to even use the protein powder, and that would really depend on what protein powder you use also, by the way. So your calories can go up and down based on that. The Kojak cakes alone is packing 28 grams of protein, so that's more than you need per meal. But I want to up my protein based on my weight and all that, 1 gram per pound of body weight, and eating only 4 times a day now instead of 5 or 6. This will actually be enough to fill me for another 4 hours or so, and hence, because of the carbs and the fiber and the protein, that's why I did that on purpose. And as I go down the rest of my day, that will naturally go down. Calories are still low. Imagine that's a lot of pancakes, a lot of stuff for only 365 grams of calories, or 365 calories. That's a lot of stuff for so little calories. And as long as you feel full after you eat, then you are in the right track. And for me, this will sustain me for, like I said, another 4 hours till my next meal, which will be lunch. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, that's my quick, easy protein pancake recipe. As always, if you like this, it does take a lot of time and effort. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And until the next video, guys, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.